Hey guys, hello everyone, good evening. Hello everyone. Hello Avdesh, hello Vishwe, hello Arpan. Guys, am I audible and visible clearly? Just tell me in the chat box fast, quickly. Just tell me yes or no. Hi Rachit. Hi. Guys, am I audible? Yeah. So guys, thank you first of all for the confirmation. So I will introduce myself. Myself Anam Khan from LetsUpgrade, and I'm here just to tell you like how to mark your attendance. So this is the day one of CSS bootcamp, and it's a 3 days bootcamp. It will be for 2 hours, and the trainer is again Pritish sir. Many of you all may know him. So I will just give a quick share my screen and give a quick information how to mark your attendance. So just let me present my screen. I hope my screen is also visible. Guys, put some emojis in the chat box so that please don't put some only hi hello. Put some emojis also. So guys, here in the description box you can see attendance link. Click on this link. You will be redirected to this enrollment page. Here you need to first of all enroll for this program. Register yourself. Then after registering yourself, you will please reload the page and you will see this enrollment page again. So here beside the day one you can see mark attendance option. So click on it. You will see a 0 to 10. On a 0 to 10 scale you need to rate this boot camp, how much you like it please. So for now I will give 10 on 10. Here is a feedback option, you can give it according to yourself. Then after marking the attendance, reload the page, and here you can see the progress bar. It will increase day by day as you mark your attendance, and here you can see generate certificate option on day 3. So make sure that you're marking your attendance every day, and if you have any doubt, any query, you can reach out to us through this need WhatsApp support, or you can join our community group or Telegram group and ask us there. And yeah, we also have SAP program. You can go through this link and read this page. And our next batch is starting from 1st May, and you have many exciting opportunities, like you can win swags, you can win incentives, coupons, and get a chance to meet with industry leaders. So yeah, go through this link. And we have upcoming bootcamp, that is Figma, after this. So make sure that you're enrolling for the bootcamp also, and joining us there also. So I will just introduce to the trainer and I will take a leave. So yeah, hi Pritish sir, hello, good evening sir. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Hi, good evening, everyone. Is my voice audible to everyone? Yes, no? Perfect.
Sir, so I will take the leave and I hand over the session to you. So bye
All.
guys, bye everyone. Sorry, I'm just in a hurry.
Thank you.
My iftar time
Yes.
is
Thank you. Thank you.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Is my voice audible? Perfect. Clear. Clean and clear. Yes. I just want if it is audible, just write audible in the chat. Yes. Let's see. Is it all right? Hi. Good evening. Hi, Neha. Hi, Kuti. Yeah. Valushu, Rachit. Yeah. Everybody. I can see there are like more than 92 people here in the class. So let's see. How many? Yes. So where are you from, guys? Let's drop in your chat. Like, how many of you from? Yes, audible. Which city are you from? Just for the quick introduction. Yes, will not take much time. Delhi, very good. Rachit, okay. All right, cool. So let's start with the session. Let's start with the very. So how many of you are familiar with CSS? Like you know HTML and you know CSS. Yes. How many of you already know? And how many of you don't know? If you already know, just write K in the chat. And if you don't know, just write DN in the chat. Yes, got it. Yes, if you know it, just write K in the chat. And if you don't know, write N in the chat. All right, I can see few Ks. Okay, very good. Punit, okay. Dev, Darshi, Arpan, Satyam, little bit. Yeah, cool, cool. So, all right. So, what we'll be doing is we'll be going through. I hope most of you guys know HTML a bit. So, what we'll do is we'll deep dive into CSS. So, before starting, uh, I will be training you for the 3 days, right? Initial this will be a basic class, and we'll go slowly. We'll be deep diving into each and every topic. And if if I'm teaching something, if you are getting it and everything is getting all right, just write got it or GT in the chat. Okay. If you are having doubt, you can just write D or doubt in the chat. All right. It will be understandable. I will stop there. Just mention D and along with the topic name, like which topic you are facing difficulty in understanding and all stuff. You can write there and we'll proceed from there on there itself only. All right. So let's proceed with the very first topic. Okay, GT. I can say very GT in the chat. Very good. Very good. Great. All right. Perfect. Got it. Everyone got it then. All right. So let's start with the very first topic. Like since we are starting with the very first topic, that is CSS. Does anyone know like what is the full form of CSS? Anyone have any idea like what should be the full form of CSS? What is CSS or what should be the full form of CSS? Can anyone let me know in the chat? Yes. Let's see how many of you get it right. Yes, and if you are enjoying the session, do hit a like on the video too. If you are having a good time with the session, just hit a like. Yeah, cascading style set. Rachit is saying, Arpan is saying cascading style set. Okay, very good. Puneet, Desh, yes, very good. That means all of you know it. All right, very good. So basically, CSS stands. What you say is CSS stands for cascading style set. Then what the heck is CSS? Does anyone know? Any idea like what the heck it is? What is CSS? Any idea? Can anyone say me? Okay. Okay. All right. So let me start with it. So the full form of CSS is cascading style set, which is a style set language. Okay. What it is? It is a style set language. Then from there, one point comes in. Okay. For styling the web page. Yes. Very good. Very good. I need everyone to be super active in the chat. Okay. You need to be attentive because while doing the program, deliberately, I'll be making some issues like you have might have some bugs in the code. You need to figure it out and let me know. So I want everyone to be super active in the chat. Okay. All right. So what is a style sheet language? So recently what I mentioned is CSS is a style sheet language. What is a style sheet language? Can anyone say? Yes. So basically, this style sheet CSS is a style sheet language. So basically, what these style sheet languages do is it is used for word processing, or you can see it is used for different publishing um, resources, and it is used to define different kind of layout to style a particular kind of document. Okay, it is used to define a certain kind of layout. Okay, we'll go deep into it. Okay. Uh, it is used to define a layout to style a different kind of document. Okay. So basically, it is mostly, if you say it is mostly, as you know, is used along with the HTML. Okay. And it can be also applied along with different kind of medias like XML or some of its dialect of XML, right? SVG, MathML, and all stuff. Okay. So basically, in short, if someone asks you, you can say it describes how a certain kind of element is rendered or displayed in a screen or on a paper, speech, or any other kind of media. Okay. So basically, it describes how it should be rendered in a particular kind of screen. Perfect. If you got it, just write GT in the chat. And if you need a real life kind of example, like anything that is happening in a real life kind of example, then you can write RL in the chat. If you need a real life kind of example to explain you what it is, so that it fits in your mind. Okay. Just you can write RL in the chat. Okay. Got it. Very good. Very good. Subham, Mark. Yes. Very good. Darshi. Yes. Very good. Okay. I got one RL. Anyone who need the real life example? Okay. One, two, three, four. Very good. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So let's start. So let's take one example. Let's say you are present in a certain kind of room. Okay. You are present in a room, and this room which you are present, let's say this is a room, And let's consider this room as a web page. Okay, let's consider this room as a web page with we have a plain white wall. Okay, and some wooden decors. You have a wooden floor, something kind of thing in this particular room. You have certain furnitures like you might have table. So this wooden floor and some furnitures which you have, the basic furnitures which have inside the room, these you can consider as a HTML elements. Like room is a web page. Consider your room is a web page, and your floor, your furnitures, you can consider these as one of the elements of the room. So similarly, as different HTML elements, like you have headings, paragraphs, images, and all stuff. Okay. So the room which we have right here basically represents the basic structure or the content of a web page. Okay. What we have as it represents the room represents the basic structure what we have in a web page, which is provided. This is provided by HTML. Okay. This basic structure is provided by HTML, the basic room and the basic furnitures. Now, what we want to do right now is we want to make this room much more appealing, much more personalized according to your taste, needs, anything. Okay. So how to do that? So this is the place where the CSS comes to the game. Okay. So basically this is where CSS come to the place by acting as your decorator for the room. Okay. So this CSS act come into play and act as a decorator of the room. So CSS, you can are you getting it? Got it? Did you get the example GT in the chat? Yes. Yes, yeah, exactly. So CSS, what you can consider right now is CSS is like a set of instructions. Okay, you can consider CSS as a set of instruction, or you can consider as a decorating manual. Okay, you can set it as an instruction or a decorating manual that tells you how to style to how the room should style itself. Okay, it will act as a manual or a set of instruction which tell how the room should style itself. Okay, it determines the color of the wall, the type of the curtains which we need right here, any blinders, any kind of arrangement of the furnitures, the types of lighting we need. Do we need a warm light? Do we need a dark light? Or do we need something like a translucent kind of what you can say sunset kind of light? So this is how the CSS comes to play. So I hope now you are perfectly clear about what is CSS and what it does. Okay. If it is clear, write clear in the chat. Yes. How many of you is clear? Yes, everyone. Let's see how many of you is clear. Yes, guys. All right. All right. Yes. If it is clear, you can just write CL in the chat. Okay. Clear. Okay. Perfect. So what does anyone have any idea like about different kind of versions, what current versions of CSS you are using? So see this example, this topic, what is a style sheet? This all may ask in you may get these questions in the interview kind of stuff. So make a note of it, which things I am explaining in details, like CSS, why it is called a style sheet, what is the style sheet, which I explained right now. Keep a note of it. You'll be getting those questions. And now the next question about the versions of CSS, right? Okay, I can see in the chat, Virendra says C, Ravin Thapa says CSS 4.1.5. Okay, for Harsh says 3, Arpan says CSS V3. Okay, cool. All right, V 4.1.5. Okay, cool. All right, cool. That's it. Thank you for answering, everyone. Okay, so CSS is one of the, what you can say is, it is one of the core languages of the open web. Okay, and it's very standardized across different kind of web browsers. Every web browser, for every web browser, it is standardized, and all the standardization are done keeping in mind the W3C specifications. Okay, there are different kind of W3C specifications, of which I'll be sending you the links. You can have a look on it, and accordingly everything is made. So in the past, all right, in the past of the development, there are various CSS specifications were done, And according to those specifications, the versioning was done synchronously, like which you are saying right now is which through which they do the versioning with the latest recommendations. Like you might have heard about CSS 1, 2.1, even CSS 3. However, which you said right now 3, 4.5. However, in the current scenario, the things are getting a little bit changed. Okay, so now there will never be more kind of CSS3, CSS4. Rather, everything now you can say is CSS without a version number. Are you getting it? Now, from now, everything will be CSS without a version number. How many of you know it already? Is it? Does anyone know it? Is there any benefit of it without the version number? So basically, why they are not? Yeah. Okay. So basically, why they are not keeping the version same right now is the specifications. What happens is with the upcoming growth in the tech field, everything's are evolving at a very rapid stage. So basically, the specification are constantly evolving, and new features are continuously coming up day by day, are added to this particular language. So this means that you are always by without. So now it is only considered as CSS. So which means that you have access to all the latest features you need to have in CSS and the greatest CSS features without waiting for the release of the next version. Okay, without waiting for the release of the next version, you are instantly having the access to the latest and all the greatest CSS features. All right. So how many of you find it interesting? Is it good nowadays? Okay. All right. All right. So hope you guys got it. All right. So for this sessions, we will need certain kind of tools. Okay. For this certain session, we need certain kind of tools. So let me show you few of this, which we need right now. Just give me a minute. What? Yeah. All right. Let me share this one. Just give me a minute. All right. Share screen. Once the screen is shared, just let me know. CSS. All right. Let's not open this. Uh, virtual. Oh, sorry. Restore. All right. So there are few tools which we need for the sessions, right? All right. So let's start with this. The first tool which we need is the VS Code. So what I want is I want everyone to download this right now. Okay. I want everyone to download this right now, and so that you can do the practical along with me. Okay. And also you can clear your doubts during the sessions also. All right. So how many of you have already is installed? How many of you are installing right now? Just write RN in the chat if you guys are installing right now. Yes. All right. So let's start with the tool VS Code. All right. So this is the tool which you need. Okay. And let me share this also in the chat. Okay. I have already shared the link in the chat. Those who want, you can share it right now, or you can open it. Okay. So this is the tool which we need right now. So here, open this website, click on download. Okay. Those who are starting fresh, those who are starting new, for them, click here, download. You can use any one zip. You can use CLI. Just click on download. It is very easy. If you are using Mac, you can also download. If you are using Ubuntu, you can also download this stuff. Okay. So if you are using, download this, click on download, go next, and it's very easy to install. Okay. Once you're done with the installation, along with this, yes, very important thing what we need. What is the very important thing that we need? Can anyone tell me what is the most important thing that we need? Yes. Can anyone tell me? Along with the VS Code. Yes. Yes. The first and most important thing that we need is the browser. Okay. For this particular session, I am using Mozilla Developer Edition. This is what I prefer mostly. All right. So I'm sending you the link of this. Okay. All right. The link is already there in the chat. You guys can download it. Okay. Once done, let me know done. Okay. And there are few extensions also we need. Go to this website. If you have 64-bit, download the 64-bit. If you have 32, go for 32. If you have a Linux system, you can go for it. Okay. So this is the browser which we need. This is the tool which we need. Then once you're done with all this, I will tell you some of the superpowers that we need to help us in the coding thing. All right. So right now what we are doing is we are doing the basic setup for the session, right? So how many of you are already done? Just write done in the chat. Yes. Let me see. Done. How many of you are already done? Or how many of you are doing? You can just write doing in the chat. Okay. So the next thing what I will be sharing you is uh, the tool which we need for the today's session. All right. Just give me a minute. Let me share the screen with you guys. Just a minute. All right. Share screen. Share a specific window. And this is how the VS Code looks like. All right. Is it visible to everyone, the VS Code screen? Yes, no. Okay, done doing. Okay, very good. Anurag doing. Okay, very good. Rachit done. Done. Okay, very good. Perfect. All right. So, are you enjoying, are you learning something till now? Is it interesting? If interesting, you can write interesting in the chat. Are you finding it interesting, the session? Yes. Okay, let's get ready. Okay, get ready because right now what I'll be doing is I'll be telling you some of the superpowers that you need to amplify your code. Okay, I'll be telling you some of the superpowers that you need to amplify the code. Okay, and to make our development thing much more easier. Okay, excited guys? Yes. So this is how the VS Code looks. Okay, those who are very new to it and those who have already learned, guys, please keep a certain amount of patience because since few of them are very new to this topic, so I'll be telling going everything in details. Okay, if I miss anything by chance, I will not. I will cover most of the topic. If I miss anything by chance, guys, do let me know. Like this is the part which you are unable to. Just write as I said in the previous thing, D space which topic you are unable to understand, and I will grab you from there and I will help you. I will handhold and help you guys. Okay. So let's start with the superpower. So this is how the VS Code looks. I hope everyone are right now in your VS Code screen. Yes, everyone, are you there in your VS Code screen? Yes, no? Okay, so let's go. So once you're there in this VS Code, you can see file, you can see selections view. In the view part, okay, go to this view, come down. Here you have something called as extensions, right? Are you able to see it? Yes, no? Okay, very good. So click on this extension, okay? So we need few of the extensions for this particular program, okay? The first tool which we need is live server. In this extension, okay, okay. In this extension, click here, live server, right here, live server, and hit enter. This is the first one which you will be using. Live server launched by developer, development local server. All right. Did you got it? The tool one, the first superpower. Yes. Okay. So why we are using this? Okay. The main reason of using it is the superpower is, so basically what happens while writing the code, any changes. So any changes what we do in the code, what will happen is this live server will reload the updated code automatically and it will and we frequently we do not need to refresh the web page every time we do certain kind of changes in the code. What happens is, basically, if you do normally any kind of changes you do, we need to refresh the page for every changes that we do in this development process. So by doing it, it makes our work a little bit of easier. Yeah, we can. All right. So the next superpower that we need is auto rename. Sorry. Yeah. This is what is does is it automatically do the rename procedure for us. Okay. So how to install here? Since I have already installed this tool, it is showing me disable and uninstall. All right. So what we can do is, for you guys, it will be showing install. Okay. So click on install right now. And then, so basically it does the pairing work of, suppose there is a class right there. You have connected you have linked a certain kind of CSS page, and you want to implement that in the HTML page. So it automatically it will grab those and rename those tags uh, with the tags that is local. Okay, with the local tags it will also rename, and also with the external class names or anything which you want to use, class name and all stuff, IDs and all those, it will auto rename all those tags. Also p tags, paragraph tags, everything. If you're writing something, it will auto rename it and all stuff. So this is how it can. Yes, I will be giving you all the demos. What I'm doing right now is, right now, Sachin, what you can do is you can install all of this. Okay, once you are done with the installation, slowly one by one I will be giving you the demonstration, live demonstration of each and everything. Right, Sachin? Is it clear? Perfect, perfect. All right. So let's go. Let's proceed further. So this is the second superpower. So first superpower was the live server. Second, this is the superpower, and few more. Can shall I tell the next two right now? Do you want it to have it right now, or shall I say it at the end of the session? If right now, you can say RN in the chat. If you want it right now, the more two superpowers. Yes, RN in the chat if you want it right now, or else I will keep it for the latter. Okay. All right. I can see few RNs. Okay. All right. All right. Utpal, I'll keep the space a little because few of the students asked me to reduce the space, so that's why I am using it. Don't worry. So this first class is a very initial setup class. So this is the code formatter you need, okay, which automatically formats the code at all the spacing, all the tabs, everything. It formats the code for us, okay. You can see certain example like code formatting and all stuff. So basically to implement it, what you can do is to make it work on while saving, it will update your code. Okay. For that, what you can do is one more changes you need to do is after installation of this prettier code formatter, go to the settings, okay, and in the search setting, what is the one thing you guys need to do is just type in format as save, okay, write it, and here enable this autosave when no errors, okay. So this is what you can do is, all right, so this is done, and one more thing, one more tool is what you need is Intel, sorry, yeah, intelligence for CSS class name in HTML. Okay, so it will intelligently grab all the class names for you and show it. Auto rename, yeah, the auto rename is to rename the tags. It sorry, it renames the tags, and this is for the class name. So this is what we need. So let's move to the day one code. All right, use, yeah, yeah. You can also use by All right. So let's move to the code. All right. So basic hygiene you need to keep in mind is keep everything formatted and keep all the structure of the file uh, in a well presented manner from the very initial stage. Okay. So this is the folder which we'll be working on today. So to create a new file in this VS Code, what you guys need to do is click on this. Okay. New file. Okay. I'll just name it as index.html. All right. So this is our basic HTML file. All right. Are you guys done with this part? Till yes, done in the chat. Yes, no. All right. All right. If you need the listing, what you can do is just those who want the listing of the name, what you can do is one is live server, make a note of it, auto rename to rename all the tags, prettier you use or you can use biome as you wish, IntelliSense for CSS you can use. Okay, these are the tools which you need. All right. So let's proceed with the first and the foremost thing what we need right now is okay. Uh, can anyone say me one thing is does every browser has a default style or the default style varies from page to browser to browser? Default style of a web page, does it remain same or it varies from browser to browser? Yes, let's see. Say if same, just write same in the chat. If differs, just write diff in the chat. Yes, everyone, varies from browser to browser. Yes, very good, Utpal. Same, Ravin. Okay, same. So few of the default style do vary from browser to browser. Okay, the how they vary? They vary with the default font family. They vary with the different font size. They vary with the margin, default margin. They vary with the default padding and all the stuff. Okay, so this is how the web page vary from page to page and from browser to browser. Okay, clear? All right. Some may have serif font, some may have sans serif font. So, but yeah, the amount is very less according to different browser standards. Yeah, sorry for the delay. Yeah. All right. So let's start with the for the delay. Sorry. Yeah. Is it audible right now? Yes. No. Okay. Clear. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. There might be some issues right here. All right. Sorry for that. All right. So here you need a certain kind of trick to load the boilerplate. Okay. Just press shift, then press 1. Okay. Shift and 1. This exclamation mark will come and then press enter. And you can see I have not written a single piece of code right now. And what it did, it automatically rendered the boilerplate for me. Isn't it exciting? Isn't it very quick and easy? Yes, no. Those are new. Yes. Those are, how many of you already knew it? Yes. Yes. Okay. Very good. All right. So this is how we can do it. This is how we can do it easily. Okay. So let's name it as CS, getting started with, or something as CSS tutorial. Okay. So this is the title of the page. All right. And what we can do is there are different ways of using CSS, right? There are different ways of using CSS. I will go one by one about its component, about its usage. So let's start with the very first thing. All right. Let's create a external CSS. Okay. External style sheet. Okay. For that, how to do that? What I'll do is, this is my current folder. Here I want to create one more folder for keeping all the style sheet sorted in one place. So I'll just click on this. Here you can see new folder, right? Click on this, write style. Okay. Here we'll have all these style sheets in this particular folder. I'll just click on new file, style dot css. Let's rename it. How to rename it? Right click, rename the styles, and this file name is styles.css. Okay. So what I'll do is it clear till now? Yes, font varies. Yeah, according to the OS, like sans serif font, since you are using the some standards like serif font, some follows the serif font, some follows the sans serif font. Okay, accordingly the font families varies according to different, that I will be coming up different kind of fonts. I'll be telling you in details like how the things varies, how the things remain same, what make it different. I'll go in details, right? All right. So what I am going to tell you right now is, what is the term for the back of the name? HTML is, what is the term for the back? These are basically the extension for HTML. For if you are using the HTML file, .html is the extension. If you are using CSS file, .css is the extension. Okay. All right. So let's do one more thing. So we have our basic page ready. Okay. So so how to do the styling thing? I will come one by one. Okay. So there are different ways of styling the web page. Okay. So what I will do is, let's create a header, h1, getting started with CSS. Okay. This will be our main heading for today's session. I'll just create a one more heading, and let's name it as uh, ways to add CSS. Okay. So this is the heading. So there are different kind of ways of adding CSS. How to create a list item in HTML? Does anyone have any idea? Yes, can anyone tell me how to create a list item? Yeah. No, HTML and HTML are not same. I will come to that particular part. Okay, if you have doubt, they are somewhat so how they are same and how they are different, I will let you know. Okay. Okay, I can see few answers. Li, very good. All right. So list items, but you are forgetting one thing. I can see few li, but if you want to create ordered list, then how to do that? Lit is fine. So how to do that? Yes, very good. So what I'll do is, I will create an ordered list. Inside it, I will be adding a list item. So there are different ways. What you can say is, one, inline. Okay. One is you can use as embedded. Sorry for the spelling mistake. I usually make a lot of. I hope this one is all right. Guys, to verify and do correct me if I am wrong. Okay. embedded style sheet. Okay, or just write embedded. Okay, and the one more is external. Okay, so these are the three ways of using the CSS, how to add CSS, how to add styling to the page. So these are the three ways. Is it clear about the ways? Anyone doubt? No? Yes? No? So let's go deep into this individual topic. So let's start with inline. Okay. So this is one of the what you can say is inline CSS right here. Uh, I hope the screen is visible. Yeah. So basically, this inline is good for how it is good for, what it is good for. I'll be telling you. It is good for uh, having you can say is if you want to apply a very specific rule, then it's good for that. Okay, so don't worry about it. I'll be going deep into it and how it's not good. Let's make it H4 is advantage, and one more thing you can go for is disadvantage. Okay, so there are few also disadvantages of it. Okay, in inline, and I'll also give you the snippet. Okay, so it is very tricky to manage and update. Okay, it one more thing you can come up is, let's make it list item or sorry, ordered list, and let's keep it inside this list item. All right. So basically this is what you can say tricky to manage. It is very messy. So these are the questions which you might be getting. So you can make a list of it, and uh, very time consuming. Okay. It consumes a lot of time. All right. Clear till this part? If it is clear, just write CLER in the chat. Yes. Yes. All right. So this is how this is all about the disadvantages. Okay. Let's keep it honored, and you can see how efficiently the rename tags is doing our job easy. All right. So now we have know about, let's understand how the inline implementation is done. Okay. So the how the inline implementation is done. So what I'll do is I will do the inline implementation of the styling to, let's say, to this H4 tag. Okay. Or let's do it here only. So how to do that? To apply any kind of styling, inline styling, you need to apply the name as style attribute, and inside it what you want to apply. Okay, let's say I want to apply a specific kind of color. Can anyone say me which color should I apply? You guys can suggest me any color if you want. Which colors do I need to have in this inline? Yes, can anyone say me? Okay, very good. Okay, let's apply this as lime green. Okay, all right. So this is how the inline styling is done. So every time, let's say this is for the inline. Let's say I want to apply here for this advantages. All the advantages, sorry, let's keep it blue. All the advantages color I want to say is uh, green, yellow, and all the disadvantages, I'll add a style tag. Sorry, style, and here let's add a property, and the value property which you want is color. I want it to be red. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Right click, open with live server, and let me share the screen with you guys. Just give me a minute. Let me share the screen with you. All right. And just let me know if the screen is visible with you guys. Yeah. Is it visible right now? So this is how it looks. And this is how the page getting started. Way to our CSS inline embedded and external inline advantage and disadvantages. So this, as you can see, the implementation procedure of this is very hectic. It is very time consuming. It's taking a very, for every element you need to apply this uh, style individual to individual tags. Okay. So it is like good for applying a specific kind of rule to a specific uh, element, but it is not a efficient one. Similarly, what we have the next one, let's also see the next one, what we have in this have with us. Yes, is the pace all right for everyone? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Or if it is all right, just write all right in the chat. Or if it is fast, you can just write fast, or slow, you can write slow. So let me, so that I can have an understanding, like, is it okay with you guys, the pace and everything? Okay, right? All right, all right. So I'm keeping this pace, all right, keeping in mind for those who are starting new and all this stuff. Okay, all right. Thank you, Sachin, for giving the notes. Please repeat the way to open live servers. Okay, okay. I can see more. All right. Okay. Okay, sorry, Utpal, I will try to speed up a bit. Okay. If any doubt you're getting or any questions you are having in your mind or anything wrong going on, you can just let me know. All right. So let's start with this right now. Yeah, sorry, not efficient. In terms efficiency in terms of doing the production. Okay. I was talking with the efficiency in context with the production. Okay. And it is used for apply the okay, highest override. Yes, the over. I will come to that particular part in details. Will come about the hierarchical structure. Will come with the child and parent stuff, how the styles are applied. There, I will giving you. I'll throwing some light, more light about you. So basically, if you want to apply a specific kind of thing, just for a generalized one, I said this is what exactly you can use it for. If you go to the deep dive, always it will give you the uh, it will override with the one which has the highest priority. So we'll come to that part later. So this is what it is in a generalized stuff. Okay. All right. So are you able to see the screen? Yes. No. Are you able to see the VS Code, everyone? No. Okay. Let me share the screen again. I can see many of you are unable to see it. Okay. Is it visible right now, everyone? Yes. No in the chat. No. Still no. Yeah. So those who are asking, you can just right click, open in live server. Okay. It will open in the default browser. So this is, so few of you have doubt. I hope this part is clear. All right. So now we are done with the thing that is the inline part. Okay. Now let's move to the next, that is, so the here we have inline. So let's move. Okay. Let me write a comment right here. So this, how to comment this particular thing in HTML, just click it, select it, control and forward slash, it will just add a comment for you guys. Okay. Similarly, here after this will come with the embedded. Okay. So how the embedded styling is done, what is its merits, what is its demerit, everything we'll discuss it right now. Okay. So this questions also you'll be getting. So keep in mind everything. So embedded, let's come with the advantages. Okay. For this, can anyone see, is there any advantages of it? Yes. Can anyone tell me what is the advantages of it? Yeah. Thank you, Aditya, for giving the details. Yeah. What is the advantage? Yes, Aditya, can you tell me what is the advantage? Aditya or Utpal, anyone? Those who already have any idea. Yes, anyone? Is there any kind of advantage of this embedded kind of stuff? Yes, anyone? Cool. Okay, let me proceed then. All right. So basically, if you go about, it is good. Okay, it is good for making a specific page style. If you want, okay, one of its advantages, what you keep in mind is it is good for making a certain kind of specific website, web page. Basically, if you go in a larger, like bigger scale, this is one of the point. Okay, then disadvantages. There are also few disadvantages. Okay, let's go with the disadvantages again. It is time consuming to apply global style. Okay, it's again same thing, time consuming to apply global styles. Okay. Next thing you need to keep in mind is it is hard to maintain. Okay. It is very hard to maintain and update this stuff. Okay. If you proceed this. Okay. These are the two things. Okay. Which you have and the disadvantages. Okay. Now you know the what it is, what is what is its advantages. Yeah. It loads immediately with the page itself. You can say, yeah. Small size. Okay. Very good. Low power consumption. It depends on the code. Okay, real-time operations. Okay, reliability and security. Security point of view, yes, somewhat. It is secure, somewhat. Also, you can say it is also not secure. We'll come to that particular part. Also, in which of the specific instances it is secure and which of the specific instances you can get some of the issues you can face, the tampering and all the stuff. Okay, all right. So basically, what we can do right now is let's understand. Can anyone tell me what is a cascade? So here it follows a cascade structure. Yes. Okay, no issues. I'll be coming with that. But before it, let's start with the embed stuff. So what we can do is here, we'll apply the styling. So how? So previously in the inline, along with the tag name, we are using the styling. Okay, the style attribute and along with the key and the value pairs, which I'll be going in details. But here in this embed stuff, okay, embedded format, what we guys can do right here is we need to apply one more thing. We need to have a style tag. Instead of using it inside here, what we can do is we inside the head, we can add a style tag, and inside it we can define, we can pick a certain kind of element. Let's say all the headings H, what we can do is all the headings which we have in H3. Okay, all the headings in H3. Uh, okay, let me add one more H3 also right here, and let's say it external. All right. So what I want is I want to style all H3. So I will pick H3. What it is called, I'll be telling you in details. Color, and I want to apply all the H3 colors as brown. Save it. Okay. Clear till this part. This is how we need to. I'll tell you what this is called, what this is called. But this is how the embedded styling is done. We'll come everything in details. So just to give you a demonstration, what I need to do is let me share the screen. Just give me a moment. Okay, just give me a moment. Yes, let me share the screen. All right, is it visible right now? Yeah, I'll be coming to the external part. Yes, we'll go deep dive into that. We'll go step by step. Okay, just keep patience. We'll go step by step to each and everything's in details. Right? Clear? Is there any issues, any doubt? Do you have any doubt till now? Any questions you have in mind you want to ask me? Yes. All right. You can just ask me right now. Okay. So what rule I have applied? What I have applied is I want all the H3 tags, okay, which I have to style in brown color. So right now, which uh, how many H3 tag I have? I have one is for the inline. The inline we have implemented the inline styling. So that's why it gets the higher priority. Okay. So that's why it gets the higher priority. The inline styling gets the higher priority. So that's the reason why you are unable to see this. Okay. And then let me save this page. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now what you can do is the next thing is, so that's why inline is not colored with brown. Okay. But you can see embedded and external is colored with brown, but inline is not colored with brown. It is colored with blue. Why? I'll tell you. Okay. Why I will tell you. But can you see the differences? Can you mark the differences? Yes. Can you see the conflict? Why the conflict happens? Can you mark it? Okay. I think you are seeing the wrong screen or something. Okay. Just me. Sorry. I've shared the wrong one. Sorry for that. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I hope now it is clearly visible. Yes, guys. Yeah. All right. Yes. Can you? How many of you can mark the differences? If there is differences, just write different marked. If you have marked the differences, just write marked in the chat. If you are not seeing the differences, you can see the embedded part and the external part are marked in the brown color, which I applied, but the inline is not. Why it is so? I'll be telling you right now. Let me come to the code. Okay, I can see only one has marked. I have 80, more than 90 people. Yes, everyone. I want everyone. Yes, specificity issues. Yes, yes, we can do. We can do that. Important. We'll come one by one. All right. So why it is important and why it is so? Let me tell you right now. All right. Sorry, I said the wrong one. Guys, those who know, I know you know a lot, but do keep patience. I'll be covering this everything. Okay. So here what does it follows a top to down approach. Okay. What we say is cascade. Okay. What is a cascade? Cascade is the order in which it is read or a rule is applied. latter. Okay, how it is read and how it is applied. So this is what we call as a cascade. Okay, keep in mind what is a cascade. You will be asked about it. So here it follows a top to down approach. Okay, so here what it does is, in this particular case, we are selecting H3. Okay, and we are specifying the all the H3 tag you have. So here I have 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm saying by the writing this rule is, all the H3 tags you have, you need to color this in brown. So this is the first. So which one is written at a later stage? Okay, in the top to down approach, that gets the highest priority. Okay, that is more specific to it in terms of implementation of the design. Okay, so basically here, so if while it comes to this particular H3 tag, the style tag, the inline styling gets the highest priority and it is overridden by this embedded styling. Okay, so what I said, the advantages of inline, if you want to, it is good for applying a specific kind of rule. So here I want to specify that apply all the H3 tag I want in brown color, but what I want is, I want my this inline tag to be in blue color. So this is one of the, if you want to do certain kind of specific styling following the global rule, avoiding the global rule, this is the one of the way which you can do. So you can see, so that's why this one do not have any inline styling and also, so this gets the brown color and this gets the brown color. Is it clear, everyone? Clear? If it is clear, CL in the chat. Yes, how many? Yeah, top to bottom, one by one it goes. Okay, which screen you want me to zoom? Is the code screen or the browser screen? Clear, everyone? I can see there are more people in the chat, but I can see few replies in the comment. Guys, be active. Yeah, marked. Yes, clear. Very good. All right. So these are the different ways of implementation and how to use the external style sheet. Also, I'll be coming to that part also. That is also very important part. Okay, for implementation of the external style sheet. So let's come to that part. So here I have created an external style sheet. Okay, and here how to implement this. We have a HTML file, and we have a CSS file. Okay, but to apply the styling of an external page, what is the first thing we need to do? Is to create a bond between two, is to create a link between these two. Okay, so how to do that? Just go to your head. Okay, go there, use the tag as link. Okay, and the relationship which you want to have is style sheet. Okay, sorry. And here forward slash. Okay, this is not styles. This is, sorry, dot forward slash. It will be styles and style.css. Okay, so here the relations type. What is the relation you have with the page that you are linking with? So I want linking a style sheet. CSS is a style sheet. So the relation is a style sheet, and href is the reference of the file which you are linking to. So this is where dot forward slash is the current directory, and the current directory, from the current directory we are traversing toward the styles folder, and inside the style folder we have the file name as style.css. Is it clear till now? The linking, how to create this linking is very important, and if you forget to create a link between these two files, it won't work. Okay, this is the first thing you need to keep in mind. If you want to, yes, it is, you can come back and learn. Yes, is it clear? Yeah. All right, so let's proceed further. So the linking is done. So now what I want is, in the external styling, what I want to do is I want to have all the h4 tag, okay, all the h4 tag which we have in this page in the color as, let's give it a color name as something. What we can do is brown, no, purple, save it, okay, and let's see if the style is applied to all the h3 h4 tags or not. Okay, so how many h4 tags do we have? Okay, all right, so here there is one more thing you need to, before implementing this, there are the few things which you need to know, right? There are the few things which you need to know before implementation of all this. Okay, let's jump in one by one. Okay, so in the previous thing, while creating this, you might have seen some of the tutorial. You might have seen there is something written as type text slash forward slash CSS, right? So you might have seen, how many of you have seen this, the type thing? Have you seen this type thing going on? So this type, basically you might have seen in most of the cases, okay? This dot forward, yeah. So basically previously, now in this modern way, previously it was important, okay? But in this modern, currently it is not required in the modern way of implementation of the CSS. But in the previous versions, you might have find this type of the file which you are linking. It is a text type and CSS. So now we don't need this. So let's, to give you an idea, like if you might come across such stuff, to give you idea, just I was telling you this. Okay. So now we are implementing this. Let's do brown or pink. Anything you can implement. Okay. So this is how you can implement all of this in a web page. Okay. So now let me come in details with all of this thing. Okay. So now the next thing is understanding different components of this particular rule. So these are called as rules. Okay. So now what we'll be doing is we will be understanding these rules in details. Okay. What we'll be doing is we'll be understanding these rules in details. Okay. What each and everything CSS rule. Okay. The CSS rules. Let me add one more heading. So way to add CSS is done. Okay. External, I have already explained way to add CSS. Okay. So this is the topic which we will be. So there are different, sorry, not way to add CSS. We will be, it's like components. Let's understand the components of CSS. Okay. Sorry for this. And yeah. So there are different components of CSS. Okay. If you know one component which you can know, which you know might know, is what we call as a selector. Okay. And one of the component is called as the declaration. Okay, got it. So what if I have to do, if I want to learn, if you want to learn again, you will have the recording, so no need to, you will be provided with the recording. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, all right, so these are the two things. How many of you know what is a selector? Can anyone tell me what is a selector and what is a declaration? Does anyone have any idea? Can anyone tell me? Yes, I'll be explaining you right now, but I'm asking like, does anyone have any idea what is a selector and what is a declaration? Yes. Can anyone tell me? Yes, no. Selector is a syntax. In short, you can just give a normal definition. Syntax used for specific criteria. Okay, okay. Class selector, ID selector are example. Okay, very good. Yes, selector dot h1 declaration is what? Okay, all right, very good. So, yes, you are somewhat similar. So here, this part is called selector. What you are selecting, what you are targeting to. So the selectors are something which are target to multiple of the things like the tag names, the class name, the ID name. So this is where you are targeting which one you are selecting to apply different kind of styling. That is called as a selector. So in this case, H3 is a selector. Okay. And then the next part, what we call as a declaration. What is a declaration? Declaration contains the properties and the values. Okay. Within the curly braces. Okay. You start with a curly braces, they end with a curly braces, and it has different properties and its values. Okay. The properties can be color, the properties can be font family, font size, everything which you want to apply. And this is the value. What is the value of the property which you want to implement? Suppose you want to have, uh, let's say all the H2. Okay. You want to apply the font size of medium, or let's say 30 pixel. This is how you can use it. Okay, this is the property and this is the value part. Okay, this comes in the declaration part. All right. So this is what all the here in this case H2 and H3 are selectors, and this is the declaration part. Is it clear, the selector and declaration part? Do you want me to elaborate? If it is clear, just write CLR in the chat, CLR in the chat, or clear. You want to target a specific selector, or you want to target a specific class or a tag? Can you have more clarity over the questions? Okay, what you are asking? Yeah. All right. So this is all about your what you can say is the selector and all the stuff. Okay. So this webinar we have covered the basic part. So now how much we have covered? We have covered about the basic introduction, the versioning, the cascading part we have covered. Okay. Now even including the CSS, how to include CSS in different formats, that also we have covered right now. All right. So what we will be specificity part, also few things is there which I'll be telling you on the go. Okay. So let's do that. There are different kind of selectors. Okay, which you guys will be learning on the go. So there are selectors. So I am not. I'll be doing the practical along with the practical. I'll be telling you how the different selectors are. Okay. So there are few selectors which you can make a note of it. Okay, if you guys want. Okay. Yeah, I will be completing the IDs and classes also today. What we'll be completing today's is next syntax and selectors. We are almost done. We'll be covering with the font, styling, classes, colors, implementation of different kind of colors, properties. All these things we'll be covering today. Okay. So stay intact. In this hour is very crucial right now. Okay. So let's proceed with different kind of selectors. Okay. You might have known selectors. So there are selectors also are of various kind. Okay. So H3 is, let's say, types of selector. Okay. So here, let's understand different kind of selectors. Okay. So few kind of selectors, what we can say is there is a simple selector, there is a combinator selector. Okay, all those things are also important. There is a pseudo class selector, and there are also attribute selector. Okay, okay. So basically, what are this? Okay, simple selectors. Okay, keep in mind, be attentive. Simple selectors are used to select a element. Okay, you are selecting a simple kind of single element right here. What you are doing right in this particular case, you are selecting a particular element based on their names, IDs, or classes. These are called as simple selector. What is a combinator selector? You are selecting multiple. Uh, will come to this. What you are doing is in the combinator selector. What is CSS selector? With more than one simple selector. If you are selecting more than one simple selector, then you have a combinator selector. So this also have a different various kind of types. Okay, this combination also has a different kind of types. Okay, so keep in mind, one is descendant selector. This will be a part of your homework right now. Child selector. Okay, then adjacent. So this is very important. Okay, and general, or what is called as sibling selector. Okay, so if it is going out, so what you can do is go to view and select on word wrap. So it will automatically wrap all the text according to you. There is also a shortcut. Okay, right here, Control Alt J. You can just use it to wrap all the text as you want. Okay, so this are all the selectors. So all the selectors also have a descendant selectors. What you do is while implementing, you need to add a space. Okay, I'm writing it. Along with it, I'll also show you the demonstrations. Okay, childs, for specifying a child selector, you need to apply a less than sign. For specifying a adjacent selector, you need to have a plus sign. Okay, and for implementation of sibling selector, you need to apply this. All right, so let's come with the first. Are you getting it, or it is being too much complicated? Are you able to understand? How many of you are able to understand this? Just understand you got the topic right. Yes, how many of you got the topic right? I'll explain you everything, but how many of you got the topic right? Are you able to understand? Are you able to get this? GT in the chat if you are able to get this. Yes, got it in the chat. All right, very good, very good. Very good. All right. Which one, Sachin, you want me to repeat? Any specific part you want me to repeat? So there are different kind. So I was talking you about the types of selector. In the selector, we have simple selector, we have a combinator, we have a pseudo class, and we have an attribute selector. This combinator also has different kind of variations. Like it has a descendant, it has a child selector, it has an adjacent selector, and general sibling selector. Okay. So basically what you guys need to do is, let me start with the descendant selector. Is like descendant. You are the descendant member of your family. Let's say I want to apply a specific size. Okay. Let's say descendant selector matches all the elements that are descendant to the specific element. Let's create one more thing right here. Let's create one more division. And this is my parent division. Inside this parent division, I want to have a paragraph. Let me write it this. And also I will have an unordered list. Okay. And inside it, I will add, let's say food test one, and one more is test two. So can you tell me who are the descendant of this division? Yes, can anyone tell me who are the descendant of this division? Yes, who are the descendant of the division? Yes, who can tell me right now? DIV tech. Who are the descendant? Yes, anyone in the chat? Quickly. Yes, let's see how many of you can answer it right. So there are two unordered. Yes, anyone who is going? It has UL and P paragraph. So what I want is all my paragraphs that is the descendant of this division. I want to give it a specific color. Okay. I want to give it a specific color. So how to do that? So what I will do is how to specify that. What I am doing right now is I am applying everything in the embedded format. You need to move this to external style sheet. Okay. So parent is div, its descendant is paragraph. Okay. So this is how it is written. Okay. And inside this, okay, what I need to do is I want to apply the color of the text to be something around this pale violet red. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll do the testing if it is working correctly or not. Okay. Let's see if it is working correctly or not. What I'll do is right now, stop sharing. Just give me a minute. Let me share the screen. Yes. Now you can see this descendant is now convert to the color which I needed, right? All right, clear? Let me zoom in a bit so that it will be easier for you. Now you can see this paragraph is only changed and rest paragraph remains the same. Only this paragraph color is changed because I have selected the division with the descendant of paragraph which is the descendant of the division. Its color need to be changed to a specific color. So that's why we got this. Is it clear? How many of you have still have doubt? Just let me know D, and which part you have doubt. Just let me know right here. Anyone is having doubt in specific part? Clear or doubt? You can just write D. Okay, so this part is very important. Okay, this section of CSS is very important. So you need to be very active and you need to be very attentive right now. Okay. Now let's understand the child selector. Okay. The child selector selects all the elements that are the children of a specified element. Okay. It will select all the elements that are specified to a uh, that are the children of a specified element, that are not the descendant but these children of a specified element. But the descendant selector matches all the elements that are descendant to a specific element. Okay. I'll tell you, give you an example. Okay. Let me share the screen. Just give me, oh, the screen is not shared. Yeah, it's already there. All right. So let's do this. So what I'll be doing is let's work with the descendant part. Okay. For this, what I can do is let's take a specific kind of example. For this, what I can do is, all right. So only the children, not the descendant. Okay. So to give you example, this is, let's make it as H3, and this is a descendant selector. Sorry, let's make it H4. Okay. So this is about a descendant selector. So then what I'll do is to make it more child selector. What is the difference between the child and the descendant? This will make you give you a much more clarity, this kind of example. Okay. So here also I'll create a division. Okay. So now in this particular division, let's create certain kind of paragraph. Okay. This is the paragraph 1. Okay. This is the paragraph 2. Okay. Let's keep it short. Okay. This is the paragraph 1. Then this paragraph 1 is a child. Okay. This is the paragraph 1. Then we have the paragraph 2. This is one more child. But of the division, these two are the direct child of the division. Okay. But here what I'll do is I will create one more child of this division. Let's name it as a certain kind of what you can say is wait, let me close this. Yeah. And here let's do one more thing is let's create a section. And under this section is a child of division. Under this section, let's create a paragraph, Lauren. So this paragraph, this is not a child of div. Okay. The child of div in this particular case is section, not this paragraph. Okay. So just specifying. I'm everything's doing a like specification so that you can see if the things work correctly or not. So at the end, I will add one more paragraph. Okay. And we'll see how the things goes on. All right. So we have 4 paragraphs right here. Okay. Let's take a demo. Okay. How to do that? Let's come to the code. What I'll do is all the div who has the child, for the child, we need to add arrow. All right. Children paragraphs. What I want its color to be something as blue violet. Okay. Division, all its child paragraph will be blue violet. Okay. Save it. And its background color will be something as light as antique white. Okay. So this is what I want. All the division having the child paragraph, which is a child of the division, I want this to be applied. So this is very important thing you need to keep in mind. Where you are getting deviated or unable to understand, just give me a text. Okay. But you need to be very attentive in this particular spaces. Okay. All right. So now what you can see right here is, yeah, now you can see I was talking about the child selector, right? Here we have the child selector. The first paragraph was written directly. Okay. So this is the child of the division. So that's why its color is changed and its background color is applied. So here this was the direct child. So its color is changed and the background color is applied. But for this paragraph, it was inside a section. Okay. It was inside a section. So that's why it is here that specific property is not applied because it was not the direct child of that particular division. But the latter one the style is applied because that was the direct child of the parent. Is it clear? Are you able to understand this? No, this, yes, yes. Are you able to understand this? Yes. Is it clear? Yes. Clear? Yes. Very good. So these are very important things you need to keep in mind. Okay. So the two things okay, I can see only few yes. Others, anyone having doubt, you can just write me doubt in the chat. Anyone having any doubt? Any questions you have because I will be moving to the next topic, right? Unless and until you tell me, then I will be moving to the adjacent one. Okay, no doubts. So I'll consider you do. Can you repeat the pseudo class selector like in short? I haven't started it, so keep patience. Pseudo and the adjacent sibling I haven't started yet. I'm just going there. Okay, so let me move to the code part. Okay, all right. So here, let's move to the next topic. Okay, descendant child selector, and then sorry, after the child selector, which we have is adjacent sibling selector. All right, adjacent sibling selector, and as said before, it uses the which sign? Plus sign. Okay, so adjacent sibling selector, basically it is used to select the element that is directly after the another, like you have specified element, and that element is directly after that specified element. If it is directly after the specified element, then it is the adjacent side by side to each other, what we can say in short. Okay, so in the sibling element, which was must have the parent element, and here the adjacent means the immediately following, the one who is immediately following the element that is specified, that is called a adjacent element. So let's uh, uh, give you example. Let me give you example for that. For this adjacent sibling thing, what you can do is, all right. So here, mm, descendant. Let me mention this so that you won't get confused while you are revising. This is child. Then the next which we'll be using is uh, adjacent sibling. Okay, so this one is very important also. So in the adjacent sibling part, what you're gonna do is we'll consider the same example. Okay, division plus paragraph. That is the paragraph which is adjacent to the division. I need its color to be something around. Let's choose a different one. Something. Can you tell me a color? Anyone who can tell me a color? Yes. Anyone? Can you give me a suggestions of any color which you want? Yes. Any specific color? Uh, okay. Let's keep it to something teal. Okay. And let's keep the background color something as this. Or same antique white. Okay. So let's do that. Adjacent sibling. So here I will create a div. Okay. Inside this div, what I'll do is I'll create a paragraph. This is paragraph and this is one. Sorry. Then I will add one more paragraph inside this. Just see which one it is applied. This is para1 para in div. Okay. These are paragraph in div. So I'm just to give you an idea like where and how it is implemented. And after this div, what I'll do is I'll add a paragraph. Okay. Para after div. Okay. And let's write it short, the slow run. And similarly, I will add one more paragraph. These are para after div. Okay. And then I will do the same thing once. I'll just repeat the same thing. All right. Um, Save it. Okay. And let me show you the example, like if it is working correctly or not. Okay. Which one is correct and which one is like which you tell me if the output is correct or not. You guys need to tell me. So you can see this, I have created a div. Inside this, I have created a paragraph inside the div. So what happens? This two paragraph becomes a child of the division. Okay. So that's why the children property is applied to this paragraph. Same happened to this. Okay. This becomes the child of the paragraph. So that's why this is the child property is applied to this. But here in this case, this division is after the paragraph. Okay, let me do a certain kind of change. After the para, para is after the para after the para. So that's why, yeah. So this one is para after the div. This one is just adjacent, just after the div. So that's why here the teal color and the background color is applied. But this paragraph was not directly after the div. It was next to the next paragraph. So that's why here no teal color and background is not applied because this one is directly just after the division. So that's why here only the teal color and the background color is applied, not to this paragraph. Because if you see the structure, if you see the structure of the code, then you will have a better clarity of the vision, like what exactly we are trying to do. So here, this paragraph was directly after the division. So that's why here the teal property is applied. But this paragraph was adjacent to the previous paragraph, not adjacent to this particular division. So that's why here the teal color is not applied. Okay. Is it clear? These concepts are very important and the advanced stuff you get. Usually you get the output questions in this particular things. Okay. In the selectors and all the stuff. So is it clear? Are you able to understand this point correctly? What is adjacent? What is child? What is descendant? Are all these things clear? Yes, no in the chat. How many of you want me to repeat or how many of you think it is clear? Just let me know in the chat. The code, I'll be sharing you the link, okay, after the session. But right now you need to focus on what's going on inside the class. Okay, Sachin? Okay, clear, Utpal. Okay, very good. Any questions, any doubt, anything you want me to repeat? Anyone who want me to repeat? Okay, I got one repeat. So let me repeat it. So what I wrote in the code is I want to apply the style to the paragraph which are adjacent to the division. So div plus p and those color need to be changed to teal and background color is to be antique white. So that's why what happened is when I came to this particular part, this paragraph is a child of this particular division. So this paragraph teal color is not applied and this paragraph teal color is not applied. This paragraph is next to the division. That means it is adjacent to the division. So that's why here teal color and antique white color is applied. But in this particular case, for this paragraph is adjacent to the previous paragraph, not adjacent to the particular div, not coming after this particular div. So that's why no default styling, remains in the default styling of the page and no styling is applied to this paragraph. Same goes here because these two paragraphs are the child of this division. So that's why only to this particular paragraph which is right after this division, this property is applied. Clear, everyone? How many of you have clear? Any doubt? Anyone is having any doubt? No, yes, no. And the next one is very easy. That is called as a general sibling selector. Okay. So how it is written, let me also tell you this. General sibling. So this output questions you might get a lot in this. Also, I'll be conducting quiz during the sessions. So keep in mind. So the general sibling, how it is written. Let me also tell you div p and let's give it a background color this time, something as red, and the color of the text as white. All right. So the general sibling here I'm saying is, let's see who are the general sibling, which paragraphs are the general siblings of the div. Okay, siblings are means they are in the same level. Okay, same level. Everything, all these are in the same level. So just to give you a demonstration, what I can do is, let me add one more h4 tag and general sibling selector. And here inside it, what I'll do is, let me add a paragraph, lorem, and after it, let me add one more paragraph. Okay, these are the two paragraphs which I have added. Then after it, I will add one more div. Okay, inside this, let's add a paragraph para inside div. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll add one more paragraph right here and para after div. Okay, keep in mind everything. Sorry for the typos, guys. And I will write something here. Okay. OL tag, ordered list, li, hello, list item. And I'll add one more paragraph. Para after OL. All right. Yes. Now, guys, can you tell me which paragraph color will be affected from this? Let me reduce the screen size. Yes. So you have this paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. So which paragraphs colors will be changed? Can anyone tell me in the chat which paragraphs colors will be changed? Yes. Yes, anyone in the chat? Yeah. All right. I'll just skip in. Yes. Escape. Yeah. Below the escape. Yeah. All right. Can anyone tell me which paragraph color will be changed? Let's see how many of you can tell it. Anyone who can say? Okay, let me show you the example so that it will be much more clearer. Okay. So what I'll do is let me open in the server and share the screen. Just give me a minute. Yeah. All right. Let me know if the screen is visible to you guys. Yes. Is it visible? Yes. So now we have the general sibling. Okay. So what I've said, general sibling are all the paragraphs that are uh, along with the same label with the division. So this first paragraph, second paragraph are along with the same label. This one is inside the div. So it becomes a child. So it doesn't become a sibling. That's why its color is not changed. But after the div and after the OL, they are all in the same label. That's why its color are changed to red. So that's why this are called general siblings. The all are in the same labels. Okay, not in the descendant, not as a descendant at all. All right. Is it clear? Is this topic was a bit tough or it is interesting? You learned something new. Is it clear? Yes. How many of you it is cleared? Yes, cleared. I want everyone's reply in the chat. Yes, no. All right. So we learned about the colors today. Let me go in details. We learned about different kind of selectors. Okay. And what we can do is I will tell you a brief about the fonts and the colors. So if you go about the colors, okay, we have different kind of colors. Okay, we have different kind of colors here in CSS. The colors are somehow the standardized color names. Okay, we have standardized color name which we have uh, uh, all child, not only direct child. Yes, all child, all children, not yeah, that are in the same label basically. Yeah. So there are different kind of standardized color name. You have background color. For background color, we know that is we have already implement background hyphen color with this red color. The normal color is the color tag which we have used. Okay. Then for the text color that is color which we have used right here. And for the background color, background hyphen color which you need to use. Okay. Let's learn about border color. Okay. What we can do is let me show you how to apply the border colors also. Let me complete that. So we have, just give me a minute, how to apply the borders color. Okay. So everything which I am writing here, I want every one of you to move into a external style sheet. Okay. So what I will do right here in this specific example, instead of giving this a background color, what I will be doing is I want to have it a border color. So border, I want to apply a border. So BORDER. Okay. And the border should be of size 2 pixel. It should be dot solid. You can have dashed, you can have dotted. And the color of the border need to be something around saddle brown. Yeah. So let's see how this looks. Okay, this is how you can apply colors. Okay, so let me share. I think is the screen not visible? Oh, sorry, the screen was not visible. Okay, sorry for that. Let me share the screen again. Just in a minute. Yeah, this is how border, the thickness of the border, the type of the border, and the color of the border which you want to implement. Okay, so then you can see it's applied. So let's keep the color of the border to something not saddle brown. Let's keep it to antique white only. or let's change this to something to light salmon and this to brown or saddle brown. All right, so let me refresh the page so that you can see if it is visible. Sorry. Yeah, let me present the screen, share the screen, Windows. Now you can see here the border is applied. Okay, you can see the salmon color background is there and the border is also there. All right, so you can increase the thickness, decrease the thickness, inspect element, Control Shift and I. Okay, select the picker, which element you want to pick just for the testing. Okay, click this. I want to select this. I select this. You can see you can find all the CSS code right here displayed. Okay, you can just work on it. Anything, any changes you want to apply, any tampering you want to do, you can just find it and do it right here for the testing purpose. Oh, sorry, the screen was not visible. Sorry. Yeah, is it visible right now? There is some issue with the screen share. Just give me a minute. I don't know what is happening right now. The screen is not getting shared. Okay. Yeah, I hope this works right now. Yeah. All right. So this is how you can apply. So there are different mode of using. You can use the RGB format, that is red, green, blue format. You can also apply the colors in those formats. Okay, 0 to 255, which varies around the color. Let me tell you how to apply those also. Okay, let me tell you how to apply those colors in different formats. Okay, so let's say I want to apply a color this. Okay, I don't want to apply this. I want to apply a color in hex code. Okay, all the H3 in the hex code, and this is the hex code. Hashtag first two is reserved for the red, next two is reserved for green, and the last two are reserved for the blue RGB format. This hex code is the combination goes right here. The first two is for the red, next two is for the green, and the last two is for the uh, blue. Yeah, blue. So again, let's say you want to apply a certain kind of color. Let me comment this. Also, let's say you want to apply a color which is FF. This one is fine. Similarly, if you want that same color in RGB format, this is the other way. The green value, red value, you can just 255, 0 to 255 is the range. You can give it to 99. Green, I want to combine. This is like a digital mixture of the color. RGB is mixing digitally. And 71. Save it. This is how the color looks. Okay. This is the RGB format, red, green, blue combination. And you can see RGBA. Okay. That will come to later. That is about the transparency level. Okay. So how it is also written, let me give you an idea. The same color, A comes with the transparency level, how much transparency you want to apply, comma, you need to add one more value right here. See the differences. Okay. 0 being the least, 1 being the highest. If you want to have it, add a 50% of the opacity. This is how you need to write 0.5%. sorry, 50%. That is 0.5. Minimum value is 0, maximum value is 1. Okay, clear? Yes, clear? Yes, no? Everyone, any questions? Yes, any questions? No, clear? Okay, very good. Let's proceed. Can I take more 5 minutes? Can I have the permission of you guys to take more 5 minutes so that I can cover a bit more 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes? Yes. Can I have your permissions? Yes, no? Yes. Okay. Let me know till then. So this is RGB. Then one is HSL format. Okay. Which also I'll be telling you how to use it. Color as in HSL format. Okay. That is hue, saturation, and the lightness. I'll be explaining you also in depth. Hue I want in number 9. Saturation and the lightness goes in percentage. Okay, 100%. The lightness 64%. Okay, how much saturation you want and how much lightness you want. So this similarly the HSL also goes in both the way. That is HSLA. Okay, HSLA, and here one more thing is 0.5. Okay, all right. So these are the different ways of implementing color. Okay, so which one you want me to elaborate? Can anyone tell me, like, you are having doubt and you want me to elaborate a bit in any specific color, HSL, HSL, RGB? Is it clear, or you want me to go in depth and let me tell you? Yeah, very much predictable. Yes, different to. So this colors also plays a various role in which medium you are using. Okay. So can anyone tell me the difference between lightness and saturation? What is a lightness and what is a saturation? Yes, Sachin, you can ask me your doubt. Okay, which one you have doubt? Yes, can anyone tell me any differences? Saturation is like how much intensified your color is. Okay, how much intensified your color is, that is your saturation value. And the lightness is basically how much light luminance you want to have, the overall brightness or the darkness of the color that we are adjusting with the lightness level. Okay, saturation is the intensity, how much intensity of the color which you want. Okay, that is the saturation. Yeah, all right. So this is all about the colors. I hope this colors part is clear. Okay, we have completed the color part, and we have completed the background color part and all. So tomorrow what we'll be doing is we'll be covering the font properties. Okay, we'll be learning more about the pseudo elements. We'll be learning about, tomorrow we have a very important topic which you get a lot of doubt, that is the positioning and the display. That is very important topic we need to keep in mind. Okay, so do come early tomorrow. We'll be learning about all the basic page structuring, margin padding, and all the stuff. But along with that, the display, position, and the flexbox and the grid, these are very important because we'll do a small demo project which will be implementing all of this. So keep in mind, do come early tomorrow. Okay, is it clear? Yes, no? Okay, yeah, position, value, display, grid, all these are very important. So PHP is not used, but what I'll do is I'll do a certain mini project which you can implement that will be done using HTML and CSS. I'll tell you. So this is the CSS part. So basically this is how you need to do. All right. I'll give you a complete demonstration how the page looks, a portfolio website, or will what you want, what you guys want me to build as Do you want me to build a portfolio project or something? What do you guys want to build? Yeah, small. We'll do certain kind of small projects while learning from the tomorrow session only. Okay. So, but you need to be active, be on time. Tomorrow class is very important. Okay. So that's it for today. I hope, was it interesting? Are you able to learn something new? Was it exciting? How many of you find it exciting and informative? You can write in the chat and hit a like. Yes, informative. Okay, portfolio. Okay, we'll try to build a portfolio website if possible. Okay. All right. Thank you for being there patiently till the last. Thank you everyone. Okay, let's go with the portfolio hovering. Okay, cool. We'll build something like that. Okay. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. See you tomorrow. See you in the next class. Okay. That's it for today. Good night, everyone. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Connect me if you have any doubt. Okay. Bye bye. Good night.